grass field in front of you, moist air in your lungs and a sense of calmness in your heart, and a black and white ball at your feet. You dribble past the defenders and you're about to score. You hit the ball and go straight to the back of the net. You shot and you scored. And then you wake up to the sound of your alarm and you figure out it was all a dream. Welcome to the history of soccer. From its modest and small beginnings, soccer has transformed the world as a whole. The history of soccer is a great origin story that goes over small beginnings to a multi-billion-dollar industry. I'll be touching on 4 specific topics, which include early forms of soccer, the impacts of the Industrial Revolution on soccer, the FA, and the impacts of FIFA. First, the early forms of soccer, which include Kuji, which was a game during the 2nd and 3rd century BCE that involved a leather ball that was filled with feathers, air, or hair that was kicked through a small net in order to score points for your team. Another early form of soccer was mob football, which is a lot more than soccer today because it was a way much more brutal form that most people compare to rugby today. This early form of soccer was a mixture of wrestling and actual soccer that impacted soccer today in much more ways than you can actually imagine. And as crazy as it sounds, mob football laid the foundation for a more structured version of soccer that is shown today. Another pivotal impact in soccer history is the Industrial Revolution. The Industrial Revolution was a period of technological and societal change, which brought many rural workers to the cities. And leisure was of great importance, and many found soccer to be very interesting due to its accessibility and the easiness to learn how to play. This factor combined with trains helped globalize the sport and allowed it to be played worldwide. Trains also allowed factory workers to play with people from countries ahead and allowed them to create leagues and even plan tournaments. The growth of soccer due to the Industrial Revolution gave teams the ability to pay professionals to play on their team, which transformed soccer from just a leisure game that many found as a hobby to a professionally paid sport. The formation of the FA. The formation of the FA in England was very important in structuring the unorganized soccer because before the FA, different schools and different clubs played according to different rules and played basically completely different sports. The FA helped organize and create a set of rules and even add a couple of rules that helped structure soccer into its more modern form. Lastly, the impacts of FIFA. FIFA stands for the Fédération Internationale de Football Association. FIFA was created to solve the need for an international governing body due to the popularity of soccer. FIFA is made up of 7 different nations: Belgium, Denmark, France, Sweden, the Netherlands, and Switzerland, and also Spain. The primary aim of FIFA is to promote the growth of soccer and oversee the safety of its playing worldwide. FIFA has changed the sport of soccer and has even added many innovations. For example, putting chips into soccer balls to track player movement and speed of the ball, which allows for them to track world records and record speeds. Also using VAR to check for offsides and help referees to make critical calls that will help or benefit teams. So the early impacts of soccer, the impacts of the Industrial Revolution, the FA, and the impacts of FIFA all contributed to the growth of soccer as a whole. In conclusion, football, or as some of us call it soccer, has come a very long way and has evolved from a local leisure to an international professional sport. Thank you.